Okay, given that these two angles are supplementary and that these two angles are congruent, we should be able to prove that, like, we can replace this with this, and these two angles are supplementary because these two are, and these two are the same. So how do we do it? Let's start with what we know. We're going to say angles 1 and 2 are supplementary, and angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. That is, that is given information. So we are going to start with the given information. There you go. Now, what do we need to do from here? Well, what does it mean that angles 1 and 2 are supplementary? It means that their measures sum to 180 degrees, because how do we know that? That's the definition of supplementary angles, is that their measures sum to 180. Okay, now, what can we do from here? Well, I wonder what we can do if we can say something about the measures of angle 1 and the measures of angle 3. Okay, we know that the angles themselves are congruent, so therefore their measures are equal. And that is definition of congruence, right? If two angles are congruent, their measures are equal. So by definition of congruence, we can say this, that their measures are equal. Okay. Now, see this original statement? We're really trying to compare angles 2 and 3, right? So if we could somehow get rid of 1 and replace it with 3, then we would say the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 2 equals 180. And we can do that. We can just replace it. Measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 2 equals 180, because we took this original statement and we said, we know what measure of angle 1 is equal to. So anytime we see the measure of angle 1, we can replace it with what it's equal to. Okay, and that's what we did there. And that is simply substitution. We just substituted it in. Now, what can we do from here? Well, if we know that the measures of two angles sum to 180, we know that the angles themselves are supplementary. And that's what we were asked to prove, is that angle 3 plus angle 2 are supplementary. Because if their measures sum to 180, then the angles themselves are supplementary. And what is that? Well, that is the definition of supplementary angles. Okay, we're done.